Robotics competition, musical reveal date pushed back, sophomores take a trip,
middle school one-act play, NHS service project, and more coming up on your update for Thursday, November 9th.
I'm Lauren, she's Scarlett, and your news starts now.
Good morning, Sense. Attention all NHS members. Don't forget that the deadline to bring in $10 to $15 worth of items for Operation Christmas Child is Monday, November 13th.
Please bring those items to Mrs. Collins' office to get your name checked off. If you're not in NHS, please keep the items you bring in your homeroom.
The middle school and high school homeroom with the most items will get a dress down day and donuts for the Monday we return from Thanksgiving break.
Donations like these help so many kids in need. We have a video about a boy who received a box from Operation Christmas Child when he needed it most. Roll it.
My name is Moises Grosinger and I'm from El Salvador. I actually don't know much about my own country because I was in an orphanage in the middle of nowhere, and that's where I grew up. Every Sunday after church service, it was family day for those who had parents. Every year I waited and not having them visit me, so I always asked myself, if I wasn't good enough for my parents, would I ever be good enough for anyone else? So that day when we were told that there were going to be people coming to our homes to bring us gifts, and they kept repeating the phrase, "Jesus loves you," I started to walk away when a man motions me back and he tells me, "Where are you going? You don't have a shoebox yet." And I quickly replied, "But I don't have any parents." And that's when he looked directly into my eyes, and with a smile on his face, he just hands me the shoebox and he tells me Jesus loves me. As I received it, I kept looking at it and I started to walk away, and I looked back to see if the man was going to come back and take the shoebox back, but he didn't, and he knew what I was thinking, so he just smiled and waited for everybody to have a moment to open the shoebox. That day was just full of joy. So my wow item was a soccer ball, and I couldn't believe that it was mine. That I just remember opening it and receiving that soccer ball, and I just remember just playing in the orphanage. We had a big field to play on, and I just remember running with the soccer ball all over the orphanage. So it was that moment when I realized that I was loved and I was seen. With my shoebox, I also received the Greatest Gift booklet, and that's when my prayer journey began, and I started to pray for a family. When I was 10 years old, I was called into the office of the orphanage, and I was told that there was going to be a family in the United States who wanted to adopt me, and I was introduced to my adopted family, and I just remember running to them and calling them familia. Now I live my life saying yes to the Lord because I have no reason to say no. He did not just give me a family, but He gave me a new life.
That was a great video. Moving on to the spring musical, the time to vote has been extended as the reveal is now on Wednesday the 15th.
Are you sure, Scarlett?
I'm very sure.
Well, remember to click the link from the Sentinel Weekly to guess the spring musical this week. Don't forget that we'll bring you the name next week, and
we'll be drawing the names of the winners who won the tickets next week.
Heads up, fine arts people. Are you going on the fine arts trip in February?
Well, have you made your deposit yet? Don't forget that the first $100 is due by next Wednesday, November 15th.
Finally, the sophomore trip to Triumph is tomorrow, and the bus will leave at 7.
Well, that's all for now. Let's head to sports.
Thanks, guys. There were no scores last night, but there's a big opportunity for service hours next Saturday.
That's right. Next Saturday, the 18th, is a turkey giveaway. The volunteers will be giving out 100 turkeys from 11 to 4 at 3592 Broadway, Fort Myers in downtown.
If you want to be a volunteer, ask Coach Guttery for more information.
Well, tonight in sports,
middle school girls soccer is playing Canterbury at 4 at home.
And the varsity girls team is playing Laley at 6:30 at home also.
But you can't forget about the girls weightlifting meet at 4 at LaBelle.
Well, that's all from us, so let's send it back to the anchors for some final announcements.
Thanks, guys. We only have 2 final announcements for you.
On Saturday, the robotics team will have their first meet at Seminole High School. Good luck to those competing.
Finally, our middle school drama one-act play is next Monday, November 13th at 6:30 p.m. in the Fine Arts Theater.
It is entitled Camp Sunrise and puts a modern-day spin on some popular Bible stories as the campers at Camp Sunrise discover the true meaning of friendship, God's faithfulness, and sacrificial love.
The price is $6 general admission, $5 for students, and ECS staff as well as kids under 12 have free entry to the show.
Well, that's all for today. Have a great day, Sense.